Oh my gosh, he's pranking people in hell. Oh, he wasn't in a better place. Welcome to Hester Brothers Cartoon Theater, everybody! I'm Alec, this is my brother Lucas, and it's time for a Halloween month video. One of our favorites to make here at HBCT. Today we are going to one of my favorite classics that I watch every year. I don't think Alec's actually ever seen this one before. It is the Grim and Mandy Halloween special. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Billy and Mandy's Jacked Up Halloween. So we're getting jacked up. That's right. So this era of cartoons is Lucas and I's childhood. Shouter and Flapjack and Codename Kids Next Door on Cartoon Network. Of all those shows, I watched basically all of them, but Billy and Mandy was not really one that I watched because honestly, I was like a very happy-go-lucky innocent child, and it was a little dark for me at the time.
It was perfect for Lucas.
Me, as a cartoon-appreciating adult now, is extremely excited to watch this. I've seen some Billy and Mandy since, and I've really enjoyed it. The fact that I haven't seen this already is a special treat, because Lucas and I love watching Halloween cartoons together, and somehow we have not already done this. Yeah, and this one is just, seeping in the imagery. So I think you're gonna love it. Let us know your favorite Halloween things that you like to watch in the comments, because obviously Alec and I had a whole discussion about which ones we wanted to cover and what we wanted to do, and this was one that was perfect for the kind of thing that we wanted to do, but there's tons of other favorites. I like Halloween is Grinch Night. Talked about that once way back when. Yeah, last year. Check out Halloween month playlist. Before we were doing reaction videos all the time, we covered some really awesome Halloween cartoons from the past that people might enjoy the coverage of too. Anything that you want to say before jumping into this, Alec? All I would love is for people who love cartoons as much as us to like and subscribe. And if you don't, there's a chance that Grim from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy might just come in. Chance! I mean, I would say all things have a non-zero chance. Not a bad idea to subscribe just in case. One of those things, right? The chance is never zero that you not subscribing will be correlated with the Grim Reaper coming to get you. Definitely. That is a fact. It's a fact. Happy Halloween, everybody. That's what we're here for. Let's get into this, dude. I'm super stoked. Me too.
They're coming for you.
All right, let's go. And nostalgia. Wait, are we gonna go into the theme song? Oh. Okay. Oh, so I'm so excited. Already got a special intro. Oh, that music. I'm gonna go eat my weight's worth in candy corn and throw up after this. I'm almost getting a little bit of Zim vibes based on the way that the music is playing, and they're sort of like creeping into this like greenish imagery, you know? Oh yeah. I would be willing to bet that Zim and this influenced each other. Yeah, there's some dark tones. See, like this is really dark already for a kid's show. It's not a surprise that it spooked me a little bit. What? Come on, who hasn't seen some good old slasher? Come on. I love that, because that's how they get around it. And it's just a commercial.
Oh, crazy chopping Charlie, don't come knocking at my door.
He knew exactly what it was. Great.
How are you?
I'm Hamlet.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Oh, that's good. We love a well-crafted Halloween costume here.
Us.
Ta-da! I'm the Grim Reaper. Grim, I'm gonna borrow.
I do have a Grim Reaper outfit
Just be careful,
that I have worn for a different Halloween recording of ours already, so I wanted to mix it up.
What did I tell you about my scythe?
Not to pick my nose with it?
Oh.
He who wields the power of the scythe could.
Open the vortex to the underworld, unleash unspeakable chaos, and end the world as we know it.
Well, actually.
All right.
Do you like my costume?
Yes!
I'm Sleeping Beauty, and I can only be awakened by love's first kiss.
Let's go, Erwin!
You're supposed to be ugly on Halloween.
That's not necessarily true.
Oh, All
Right,
right.
yeah, you can be whatever
I
you
would
want,
be a
Helen.
very sexy vampire.
Okay, well, wait there. We won't.
Ugly and scary are not mutually exclusive.
Let's go.
Yeah, you think about that next time.
Yeah. Show. K.
I hope I get a chocolate nugget. Well, it's trick or treat, lady. Do you have any chocolate nuggets? Every year it's the same thing. You little hippies want my candy. Yeah, it's Halloween. Well, I don't have
All kids are hippies and...
It's because they want free stuff.
Now get before I call the cops. Come on, Mandy.
Hippies.
We didn't get our treat.
All these hippies dressed up in their weird festival outfits.
Now we must trick.
Ooh, I love tricks.
What's a trick?
This is my least favorite part of Halloween. Things
Oh,
like this.
this is my favorite part. This is what
I
people
know it
who-
is.
See, this is how we can punish the elite one day a year.
Well,
Come on.
when you put it that way.
Yeah. Look, man, this is the closest I get to the purge, okay? Let me have this. No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Come on,
This
Billy.
is just the
Let's
purge,
go
but
get some candy.
child appropriate. Are they gonna go around and just prank everybody?
Only the people who don't give them candy. Who
And for what
don't,
it's worth,
you know, donate out of the absolute
That's
wealth
a trick.
that they're
All in a
hoarding.
night's work.
It's like literally
Also,
the opposite of Thanksgiving.
I suppose that.
and they have the Grim Reaper, so they could also just like,
It all started a long
No.
time ago. Here in Innsbruck.
Just like everybody who didn't subscribe earlier in this video.
Right.
You're not here anymore, so I'm not even talking to you guys.
Was a pleasant guy. It's just that he had this one weakness. He loved pulling pranks.
oh, okay. So the prankster gets his comeuppance, and we learn a lesson, and then they completely ignore it anyway.
Now everyone enjoys a good laugh.
Well, let's
every now
just,
and then.
we'll see. Everyone likes a good laugh,
The problem
Alec.
with Jack was that he just didn't know when to stop.
Okay, see, I relate to this in the, well, not to Jack, to the
To knowing someone like Jack who didn't know when to stop.
Then he'd laugh himself to sleep.
So you know who Jack is, right? This is
like
the
Jack and
back-
the Beanstalk.
No. Like,
No?
watch
Like
the
Jack and Jill?
Halloween special.
Take it no more.
Oh, Jack-o'-lantern.
So they devised a prank of their own that would teach
This
Jack
is the
a
lore
lesson
of Jack.
once and for all. They sent a
Sweet.
prank gift to the queen and signed it from Jack. But when she opened her gift from Jack, well, the rest is history.
That's so harmless, though, to be
Jack
fair.
had to
Like,
be
compared
taught
to a lot of annoying things that people do as far as pranks go, they've gotten to an entire
Yo.
other level.
You can't prank the hierarchy or the monarchy. See? Yeah.
All right, we get a little
He
dark.
literally.
The blood.
That's when I made the scene. Well, it was his time, but the guy refused to go.
What?
Dude, this is.
And then
It took Messiah. Well, he wanted to strike a bargain so he could keep playing pranks for all eternity. If I
Yep.
granted him eternal life, he'd give me back Messiah.
did you give it to him?
That was all it took.
I had no
Yes, you did, Grim. Come on,
granted
those.
him eternal
There were
life.
ways out of that situation.
Grim Reaper does not like being tricked.
Well, hold
so,
on.
I decided that Jack would not be showing his face around town again, ever.
Wow!
Yep.
Yup. Yup. That's what I did.
Wow, Grim. Impressive.
That's it.
Didn't think you had it in you.
I hear that Jack got himself a pumpkin and wears it as his new head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time passed, and so did the story of Jack-o'-lantern, trapped by an ever-changing world that does not understand. Every Halloween night, Jack emerges with a sack full of tricks, and he plays terrible pranks on the people of Innsville.
Okay, that's pretty good.
For a funeral, bro. Oh my
And I was gonna
lord.
say, I normally hate fart humor, except when it's executed that well.
Billy, that's why people trick on
Executed?
Halloween.
Oh, that is the lamest story I ever heard.
So I just want to say this is actually a pretty sick origin story to have in a Halloween special, right?
Yeah,
Like,
dude. it
Is
was
this
really
not
good.
like actually just fully Halloween? I love this.
Really? How do you like my new costume, Mandy?
Oh,
That's
he's a
not
turtle
No,
now.
I genuinely think this is an S tier Halloween special because it hits
I'm a
everything that
female
you want
Indonesian
from a
red
Halloween
sea
special.
turtle. These are my eggs. How about a kiss? Then we'll go trick or treat.
Oh, actually, no, maybe I didn't like this character that much in these circumstances. Yeah, not great.
Take things slow.
And remember what I said about my scythe.
Do you remember what he said about the scythe?
I'm Billy.
Oh my god. He said don't lose the scythe!
Oh, okay, it is
can
that
open-
simple. I
open
almost
a
took a
portal.
guess, but then I didn't want to, you know, I almost took a stab at it.
Trick or treat?
Do you know who I am?
See, I'm curious about the fact that Jack seems so, like, mean now compared to his silly self.
He likes me.
Oh, that is some gnarly animation.
Out of the way, kid. As you can see, I have more important pranks to pull. So get lost and take that phony scythe.
It almost doesn't even seem like the same character based on the
This
gestures that we
scythe
were
ain't
getting.
phony. It's the real thing.
Wow.
God, Billy. Really cool notes on the scythe itself there, too.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Grim said the scythe can open a vortex to the underworld, and in the wrong hands it could.
Dude, if he could get the scythe from the Grim Reaper, you better believe Billy's not gonna hang on to that for 5 seconds.
I know. What is Grim thinking? He is also just, like, not the smartest sometimes.
Yeah. He's thinking we needed an episode plot.
Come on, Grim.
It's literally already out of his hands in the next scene. That was pretty funny.
Now I have the scythe and all of its.
Has anybody ever been tickled by a feather? Tell me in the comments. Is this real? Is that a serious threat? Is it not that hard to just grab the feather? Anyway.
Sure. Do you mind if I bring a few friends?
You can never have enough friends.
I'm beginning to like you, kid.
You can never have
See,
enough friends.
I love this version of the character. I almost wish that the original version was a little bit more cunning, but tiny
You
bit.
mean original
Patience,
version
my
of
boy.
Billy?
Of Jack. Of Jack. Like, was less like just stupid and more like cunning. To turn into
Oh,
this
I see you.
piece
Yeah,
of
yeah,
a
I like
character,
it.
you know?
Allow me to
Yeah.
introduce you to my
Because now he seems so threatening and cool. Like, this is awesome.
Well, now he's had years
The
of,
Grim Reaper's
you know,
scythe at my
immortality.
That's true.
Chaos will reign.
That changes you.
Be free,
Yeah, lots of
spirits
world
the
experience.
world. Take these pumpkins for fun.
This is
And
so
together,
awesome.
Together, we will rule the night. Oh, it's our turn to walk the streets while the people of Ensville cower in their homes. The sun will never rise again, and it will be Halloween
Halloween every night!
That's great.
See, this is how I picture those people who try to make Christmas every day.
Me.
You are the villain of my story.
When it comes to our channel, I am Christmas and Lucas is Halloween, and that is basically our dynamic in a nutshell. You almost can't put it better.
What could be missing? Fresh air, good friends, our very own pumpkin parade, and best of all, it'll be Halloween every night forever!
Honestly, dude, Billy got it.
I do believe it's time to pay a visit to our
Remind me to ask if you like Billy.
Grim Reaper.
It's just not a party without Grim.
I don't. I'll just tell you right now.
Going on here, Mandy?
But I like Billy and Mandy.
What was your first
I see.
clue?
Hi, Mandy. Ever kiss a banana? I said, did you ever kiss
Go
a...
away, Erwin.
But don't you find me appealing?
You know...
Guess I'd better go save them.
Hey, what about me? Mandy? I think I'm broke.
Look, his puns are on point. I'm in for that.
Expectorate!
Obligatory clarification, everybody. It's not funny to pester people when you're asking them. Okay? Don't do that. It's cringe.
You mean this? Cha-cha-cha-cha.
Ah, cha-cha-cha-cha!
Give me my sight.
I like the character of this
But I'll
guy.
be needing it to control the universe. And cut your head off like you did mine.
Wait a minute.
Have you two
I
met?
think
Grim,
Grimm's
Jack,
head's already
Jack, Grim.
removable, isn't it?
Yeah, we literally saw it earlier. Maybe
Yeah.
it's different, though. It might be different when it's his scythe cutting it
Yeah,
off,
that's
because
true.
that's like the Grim Reaper
Leave it
scythe.
to Billy to destroy
That's true. That's a different kind of
Hi, Mandy.
that's spiritual
I'm
beheading.
Bo Peep, and I've lost...
your mind.
What?
You've lost your mind, Erwin.
Yes! And why is that?
I do want a Jack outfit like that, though. That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
sick.
Yes.
It's a great design.
And tonight, I'm going to return the favor.
Wow.
You're gonna cut Grim's head off? Don't be an idiot. Grimm's head is removed.
You called it.
Observe.
Ah, but any head cut off with the Grim Reaper's
Okay, I guess
I
I
called
called
it!
the show.
Look at us!
Story. Sorry, Grim, old boy. Tough break. Well, we sure had some great times together, eh, Grim?
You're just gonna leave me here?
Now.
Billy legit
That's no
just
way
left
to
him for
get
dead.
Ahead.
That's not funny.
Come
That was
on
pretty
now. Where's your sense of humor?
We love a haunted tree.
Grim's in trouble. Help! Police!
Police! He called the police! That's pretty
Screwed
funny.
up again, didn't you? And that was
You know, the one thing I do like about Billy is that his idiocy is so obviously, like, written for the convenience of the plot that I can't be mad.
Why the heck are you pouring super hot sauce
All right.
on that milk, girl? You've got to fight Franks with Franks.
Is it because you love Mandy so much that the dynamic works for you?
You know, nah, not even. It's not. I can't even say that the characters are something that I love about the show. I like Billy and Mandy, but for me, it's all about the imagery and the creepiness and glam.
Well, for
And the
starters,
concept is
you got a
brilliant.
good
Yeah.
head on your shoulders. Your head's strong.
Yeah, let's go!
Though
Okay,
I've never
Jack!
known you to stick your neck out for anyone. Until now, of course.
Oh, cut it out.
If you insist.
Ah, he's in on it too!
No, check this out!
Alright, guys, leave your best Halloween puns in the comments. I'm screaming
Oh.
for it.
Please do, yeah.
Give us as much as you can. I'm gonna pin the best one.
Oh, Mandy is on a mission. Oh no, save the bees!
We'll pretend it's a wasp nest for the environmentalists, such as me in the audience.
Okay. See, I thought he would appreciate
Where was
something stupid like that.
Yeah, me too. Ah.
Big word? Like,
And you
big
little
dangerous
brat, you know
evil
better
word
than
for a
to
kid's
get out
cartoon
trick
still.
old Jack.
Oh.
But it was a nice try.
Come on. Kids
when I
these
say-
days
when I
watch
say
the
kids-
Texas Chainsaw
I'm
Massacre.
not scared of a few
God,
whoopee
you're so
cushions
right.
or pie catapults. No. it can't
Wait,
be.
who the hell is this guy?
Satan? Santa! You just gotta flip the letters around.
Oh
Oh.
my god, it's Erwin.
I was not expecting that, okay.
What? I'm still not scary?
Oh. You know, the little pumpkin designs are a nice little touch.
Dude, it's the imagery. We got the trick-or-treating, the pumpkins, the jack-o'-lantern guy, the colors, the Grim Reaper. It's all here.
He's finally laughing again. Honestly, I almost feel bad for Jack, who's had his entire, like, sense of humor and essence pulled away from him. Maybe that's the angle. You know, he's
Just
turned into
needed to
this
laugh
monster.
again. Yeah, he needed to get back to his roots.
The way that he cries like he missed it.
Because he's a pumpkin? Alright.
Dang. You know, I don't criticize that earlier choice anymore, because it's like, oh!
Oh!
I feel like I remember this weirdly, because that always made me uncomfortable when characters, oh, would get stung by bees.
Laughing themselves to death!
You know, this really shows an era of comedy that everybody's just laughing at this poor person just getting the absolute shit kicked out of him. I'm glad that humor isn't like this anymore in kids' cartoons, to be honest. It's so mean, like, we were raised with such mean humor growing up, dude.
Right.
It really is.
Well, but
This is the peak of the episode, is everyone laughing at this poor guy, and them laughing so hard at his misery that they die.
I think that cartoon violence for me comes down to the realism of it. The more relatable the characters, the less fun it is to watch somebody just get harassed, even if it's for comedic value. But if it's something like Tom and Jerry, where there is no humanism and the entire thing is pure slapstick, that's not as bothersome. Or even Cuphead, for a modern example. But I think in this case, because these people are, like, more human-like, it hits a little harder. if you're looking at it from a modern lens.
I think the nature of it, the balance of it is different too, because Tom and Jerry is a back and forth. It's not just like
That's
Tom,
true.
it's not just Jerry beats, oh, I guess Jerry does kind of bully Tom sometimes, but it's different.
But I think you overstayed.
I'm happy that Jack gets to move on because immortality is miserable.
Yeah, me too.
Well, that's that.
You know, Grim, if you didn't loan me the site in the first place, this kind of thing would never happen.
Him addressing the fan base.
What's gonna happen
Yikes.
to Jack?
Well, Billy, he's in a better place now.
Oh, well, he went up, but he actually went down.
Oh my gosh, he's pranking people in hell.
I still got it!
Oh, he wasn't in a better place. He's in hell.
I guess that kind of makes sense. He did become immortal because he tried to steal from the Grim Reaper, and then he spent the rest of his eternal life making people suffer with pranks.
I know I was just kind of talking the mean-spirited humor of our generation, but I kind of love how unapologetically mean-spirited that was.
Well, it does take you back to a time and place a little bit. You hate to admit it, but like...
It really does, because I'm like, can you imagine a show these days, like, actually just bullying somebody for, like, the entire climax?
Here's what I would say about that, right? Is that we have eras of cartoons for a reason. We're not trying to recreate those eras for a reason. It's very fun, kind of, to watch them as a time capsule and say, okay, this was the vibe of these cartoons compared to something that we have now. And we're going to have a current vibe that probably we look back in 20 years and say, okay, that's what the 2020s were.
As a modern comparison, we have been watching the Cuphead series, which has had a lot of probably comparable moments to this episode, actually, because obviously we do have Hell and the Devil, and there are times when characters will end up injured or comedically harmed in a psychological or physical way, and it's not that that's not there, I just think that it feels a lot less, like, for example, Erwin is a character that we will never see empowered in the show, or if we do, it'll be once or twice, maybe ironically. And even though bad things happen to the Cuphead twins, we still see them as empowered characters. We still see them as our protagonists that just have slapsticky things happen to them sometimes. You know what I mean? We don't really just see characters get shit on for the sake of being the character that's comedically shit on anymore. And I'm glad we don't. It's a bad trope. I'm glad that it doesn't exist anymore. But it is kind of fun to go back and be like, wow, I cannot believe that this cartoon literally just, like, attacked a person for such a long time.
I don't know, is that a messed up thing to think?
No, well, I mean, and it's an unoriginal trope, too, right? It's after you're like, okay, if the character just exists for that purpose, it's not as exciting as a character that's dynamic. Like, that's just, like, simple story writing. But let me talk about this as a Halloween special for a second. Last year, we talked about, and you sort of alluded to it again in this episode, that there is a difference between a great Halloween special and a great episode of a show.
Yeah.
And I think that this captures that, right? Where you get so much Halloween imagery, and it's not that this does something groundbreaking that leaves you walking away like, wow, that's one of the greatest things I ever watched, but it gives you the vibe that you want. And sometimes that's what we want from a Halloween cartoon.
We got a lore, we got a backstory for the jack-o'-lantern guy, which we don't really get in Halloween stuff very often, and I think that that's a really unique take. A good story, was funny, it was well told. It ties in like, obviously the Grim Reaper is the main character of the show, which gives us a really easy way for giving us a cool exposition for how Jack would be related to, you know, death. Kind of something that only this show could have done in this way, too. And it's working with the best aspects of the show and the best aspects of Halloween with the imagery and the lore and everything to give a really awesome Halloween special.
Super fun. I wish that we got to do more one-off episodes like this because it's so fun. Tell me, like, what your Halloween playlist is. When you hit Halloween, what cartoons do you want to watch every year that give you the vibes? Maybe even if we don't watch it this year, we'll watch them another year because we got many Halloweens to go for HBCT. And I hope that when we get there, you are subscribed to the channel because it's going to be years and years of fun.
And I know lots of you are going to say Treehouse of Horror, The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror.
I want specific numbers, okay?
I know you're not watching all, like, 58 of them. You know there's, like, 10 that you like better than the rest. I want numbers.
That's a great question. If we were only to watch one, I want to hear what the audience has to say. Not just about that, but any Halloween. And I guess we'll see y'all next time.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Happy spooky time, everybody. Do spooky things.
Be a spooky person.
The tagline for this month, be spooky, don't be creepy. Goodbye, everybody.